Today, I'm going to visit a prehistoric subject on my channel. When I first started off making videos on YouTube, I actually made a couple of videos about this topic. No other than the Goetia. I got a video request for a couple of people, and it's been a long time since I've been receiving requests. Like, you know, people read that I did the Bramelin when I first started, you know, and it was like they want me to talk about this some more. Well, what I haven't said on my video and what I have said. So I'm just going to basically recapture your thoughts on a lot of things that I said in my old videos, and probably some new things that come off the top of the head. Well, I want to definitely say this. My introduction to the Goetia was with a uncle of mine who was into masonry. Because, you know, when you talk about Haitian masonry, you know, and American masonry is like a fraternity. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about Haitian masonry, Kabbalah is a heavy part of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, for me coming up, you know, I had certain uncles that were Mason, and they introduced me to a lot of things that revolve around the Goetia. So that, you know, pretty much is where my Goetia experience comes from. You know, and plus, when I was younger, I had the chance to get around people that were in the Kabbalah a lot. You know, so, you know, I had some great experience with these people. Well, enough of this introduction. Let's get down to the Goetia in practice. The Goetia itself, let's just say, from a practical sense, I would say when you're looking at whether it's the Lesser Key of Solomon, there is a lot of rituals that tell you need a carpet, and not a carpet, but you need to write certain things on the floor and all this other type of stuff. You know, I'm not saying that it doesn't work, but I'm just saying the time periods that we're living in, do you really need to write all that stuff on the floor? You know, really? You know what I'm saying? Do you really need to write stuff in lambskin? You know, and then there's some people that actually go about getting a black mirror. If you know how to conjure, you'll know that you don't need to make a white circle around you. A white circle for what? Then you have the whole thing of using a mirror. A mirror for what? To see your own reflection? Because in reality, when you're talking about seeing spirits in Goetia as a ritual for summoning, the summoning is what you see. See, the thing about that, it's like it's mental when you're talking about summoning a spirit. In order for you to see the spirit, it is what your consciousness, which has, let's just say, taken a shift. When you see it, the image from the corner of your eye, which is a reflection of you, your face actually changes. But that reflection, what you see in the mirror, is a reflection of your consciousness, where your perception is functioning from. Some say we have 7 levels of awareness. Each level of awareness has a particular look when it manifests outwardly. But that's a whole nother story I'm not going to get into. When we're talking about conjuring, summoning, invocation, evocation, it is all mental. What you see in the world is what you actually perceive. When you talk about summoning a spirit, it is almost like, how can I say this? You're making the world appear in a particular manner. Let's just say, I'm going to try to change this around so you can understand much better. Manifestation, it means to appear. When you use one of those seals the right way, because if you use it the wrong way, the opposite is going to happen to you. So let's just say a spirit is designed to do certain things. When you activate that seal the right way, you're going to see the manifestation of that spirit outwardly. So let's just say Laraya. If you're working with Lariah, you're going to see wars. You're going to see, not saying wars, but you're going to start seeing people fighting. You're going to start seeing all types of crazy shit happening. But now, if you do it the wrong way, all that stuff is going to happen to you. So people come try to beat you up. People try to harm and stab you or hurt you. So in reality, it's all about, like as I said with the mirror, it's seeing a reflection of your level of awareness. But that we can tie that in as into invocation, because it is as though you are putting something within yourself, or it is a reflection of something inwardly and you're seeing it outwardly. But when we're talking about the evocation is making the world outside of you take on the attributes of the seal that you're using. When you do things right, there's no need to put a circle around you. This is foolishness. There's no need for all of that. You know, so, see, they get, I don't know where this circle thing of putting, salt around you or whatever it is. I don't know where that originated from, but I'd say it's very foolish. You don't need that. For me, most of the evil stuff I do, I don't even use that. I don't use it at all. When you do not have experience or great understanding, you do foolish things. Like they say, when I was a child, I did things as a child. And when I became a man, I began to do things as a man. But when we're talking about the Goetia, this is something that, I would definitely say, you gotta be very careful with. Because, unlike, my tradition, Haitian Vodou, a lot of people think of this as a game. You even have video games which actually use the names of these spirits as arch enemies or monsters in video games. I've even seen a book, I don't know how far this book goes, whether or not it's a serious book, Necronomicon or something like that, I don't know. It was a long time since I've seen that book. But as far as the Goetia is concerned, I would definitely say this to people, you have to be very careful when you're embarking on that, whomever it is. You have to be very careful, because if you do it wrong, you're going to feel all the pain of that spirit. Whatever the negative thing that spirit is capable of doing, it's going to reflect back on your life. So I'd say be careful and use prudence when indulging or delving into that, because you can really hurt yourself. So with that said, I hope this video was very informative. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.